we will see how you can add your messenger buttons, add links, add social networks, and use drag and drop to arrange them. Let's go ahead and create a project. So here at first we will add our messengers. As you can see, by default the messenger is selected, so I will enter my Facebook user ID. Open up your Facebook profile. On your profile page you will see after www.facebook.com then /, then you will have your Facebook user ID. I will copy my Facebook user ID, paste inside messenger ID field, another messenger. From the drop down, let's say I will select Skype, enter my Skype username. Now let's say I want to add an email option. From the drop down, select email, enter your email ID, enter an email subject. Let's say we want to add a phone call option. Select phone call, enter your telephone number. Now let's start adding our links. Let's say I have a sales page. I want to add that link. Select an icon. As you can see, the icon is changed. Then add a link text. Let's call it My Business. Then let's say we want to add our support page. Select icon, add link text. Then let's start adding our social networks. At first we have Facebook. So here we can add our Facebook page link. Copy the Facebook page link URL, paste the URL. Add more social networks. Let's say I want to add a Twitter link. Select Twitter. Go to my Twitter profile page. Copy my Twitter profile URL. Paste the URL. Let's add another social network. Let's say we want to add our LinkedIn profile. Select LinkedIn. Open up our LinkedIn profile. Copy the LinkedIn profile URL and paste the URL. So we added our messengers, added our links, added our social networks. Now let's see how we can arrange them using drag and drop. Scroll up. As you can see here, it says click on the button to enable or disable order for buttons. Click the two-way up-down arrow next to this text. Now you will see selection marks around the buttons. Now let's say here we have the phone call option, which is the last option in the messenger. We want to bring it up, so I will click the two-way arrow and drag it to the top. Now we have the phone call option in the beginning. Now, if we want, we can also move the whole block. For example, we have the social networks in the end. Now, if I want, I can bring the social networks on the top. Scroll down. While the drag and drop option is active, click the social networks and drag up. Drag up again. Now, as you can see, we brought up the social networks on the top. When we are done arranging our blocks and buttons, click the two-way arrow icon once again. So this way we can add messenger buttons, add links, add social networks, and use drag and drop method to arrange them. When done, scroll down and click Save Changes to create your bio. Thank you. We will see how you can edit bio styles. After you create your bio and edit settings, go to Style. Here you will have different style options for title, background, buttons, and icon. For title, you can change the title font. In the drop-down menu, you will have a lot of fonts. You can use whichever font you like. Then we have font size. Then we have font color. Then we have title animation. We have different animations for the title. As you can see, the animation is applied. Then we have background. For background, if you want, you can add your own background image. As you can see, the background image is applied. If you don't want to use your own background image, you can simply choose a color scheme, or you can simply choose a background color. Then we can apply styles to buttons. We have two different button styles. We can use rounded buttons. As you can see, the button shape is changed. Then we can use outlined buttons. Then we have hover effects. You will have different effects. A hover effect is an effect which will be applied when you mouse over on a button. For example, I selected this effect, and you will see when I mouse over on the right hand side preview on the buttons, this effect is visible. Then again, we have button fonts. We can select any of the fonts from the drop down. Change the button font size, change the button color, change button text color, button hover color, and button animation. Then you will select a button to apply the animation. For example, I will select the messenger button, and for continuous animation you can select iterate animations. As you can see, the button animation is applied on the messenger button, and it's a repeated animation. And finally, we have icons. Under icons, you can change the colors for different icons. And when done, click Save Changes. So this way, you can apply changes to bio style. Thank you.